for Arsenal, they had a good preseason so far. I think the way they play football right now, you can see the seriousness. That's what I'm talking about. Preseason, they are really you can see the hunger in the football players. Like they are really ready for the preseason. Unlike on serious Chelsea, even in training, I do all these follow-ups. You can see them smiling, joking. They went to Disneyland. I mean, really, when you can see the likes of Tottenham working out, sweating, fainting. Those are the ones that you know that they are taking the bull by the horn. They are really ready for the season. Not going to Disneyland doing what's it called? Roller coaster. Really? Where others are sweating on pitch.
What is up, beautiful people? Welcome. It is another episode of Sangalo with Tele, and in the absence of Shopsy, I have Mr. D, aka Dayo. Mr. D is your official name, aka Dayo.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I had a whole lineup of topics today, but seeing as Shopsy was not going to come on board and Mr. D was going to step in for him, I had to do a whole U-turn. First thing we are going to talk about is Chelsea's preseason. It does not seem to be going well for you guys.
Don't go there. Don't just go there. Don't go there.
There's nowhere else.
Is it because we lost against Arsenal 4-0, Rabi? With all those unwanted players.
Okay, so this is my take, right?
With all those unwanted players.
This is my take. Okay. Hear me. Why is it the case that when your team does something good in preseason, it's like, oh yes, it means a lot, it means something. But when your team or your players don't do well during preseason, then you're like, oh, it's just preseason. Case in point, Liverpool fans, right? When Darwin Núñez was shooting blanks, when he was playing nonsense, they were like, it's just preseason, he will come good during the preseason, during the season. When he scored 3 goals in that their game,
4 goals. Actually.
4 goals. I beg your pardon. Then he was like, oh, it's something. So like, these guys have to pick a struggle.
Guy, wait, relax. This cut across everybody as a football fan. Same thing applies to you guys.
That's not true.
Yes, same thing applies to you guys. You were here the other day also, I can remember on this same set, that you guys are having good season. And I was trying to shade you like, you guys were shouting on social media, man, you will win the league. You guys have a perfect preseason. But for Chelsea, we have the poor preseason so far. We won just 1 match. We lost against Charlotte on penalties. We lost against Arsenal woefully. We were dismantled against Arsenal. Why do you have unwanted players in the team? And I believe that it's still preseason, but for me, preseason is just, for me, the truth of the matter is that preseason is meant for keeping you ready, fit for the upcoming season. Do you understand? Results does not matter, but how fit and how committed are your players concerning the upcoming season? Chelsea's team right now is woeful. All these players, we have like 7 unwanted players. We have 5 players right now on transfer list that are negotiating with our opponent. Like, let me call them our terrorist antagonist, Barcelona. Do you understand? But we played all of them, mind you, day before yesterday against Arsenal. We played Aspilicueta as our centre back. He's already done deal for us, Barcelona. We played Marcos Alonso, all 80% done deal to Barcelona. What are we saying? We have Malaga Sarr, calamity in defense. What do you expect to see?
But this is my case. So before we go back to the crux of the matter, what is the issue with Barcelona and Chelsea?
I don't understand. Barcelona just wanted to finish anything. Barcelona it's just like you are in an exam hall and you are the EFICO in the class. You are trying to write. Barcelona is not trying to giraffe. They will copy your name. They will copy your surname. They will copy your initials.
But it is interesting, right? Barcelona have literally poached every single transfer that Chelsea have tried to make. And now they're coming to poach even players that seemed, to be mainstays in Chelsea, in the likes of like Aspilicueta and co. And but why? What exactly is that?
Sincerely speaking, let's say the fact here. For the likes of Aspilicueta and Alonso, for me, I see nothing bad in that transfer. They can go. Do you understand? But to say the fact, Aspilicueta is still one of the worst. I didn't believe should leave Chelsea right now. As the main man, the first person, when you make...
It's actually like the team captain.
The team captain, the first person when you talk to, Chelsea Football Club, the first player you make mention is the lead captain, that the captain of the team, Aspilicueta. Why will you now leave the club right now? Do you understand? I don't know what he wants. Maybe he wants to go back home, Spain, to the family. You understand those kind of a thing.
But you look at it from this angle. He's 30-something years old.
Yes.
His last World Cup year.
Yeah.
He wants
Chelsea's
to play
still offering more. Chelsea's giving me a new contract actually.
But he's
2 years.
He's going to
apparently.
play. He's going to play in Spain. You know, there's that sort of, should I call it, prejudice as to, you know, a player that is currently playing in Spain, and then the Spanish, you know, setup wanting to bring such players into the World Cup.
After like 7 or 8 years in Chelsea, has he not been in the Spain squad?
I mean,
he has been playing in the Spain squad. Do you understand? That does not matter. That's not the issue. Let's be sincere. Let's be factual. That's not the matter. But to say the fact, I see nothing bad about the transfer. If he wants to go, he can go. Do you understand? But the main problem I'm having in this transfer market right now is the problem of Barcelona. They are broke. Barcelona is broke. Everybody know on paper, Barcelona is broke. They don't have anything. But where are they forking out this money? I can tell you they are laundering money. Barcelona is laundering money.
I'm sorry, no, Mr. D.
Yes,
you cannot come and make such bold claims.
It is true.
What's your source?
You're telling me you don't have any money. You are broke. You don't have money. You are owing your players salaries. You are not paying Busquets. They're owing De Jong 17 million pounds worth of salary. They've not paid. So literally, football players are playing week in, week out without being paid salaries. No, I'm going to say this. Somebody is earning 150,000 pounds. They are paying him 50,000. They are still owing him 100. So accumulate your money. So what is that? They are talking about legacy. I can see Barcelona fans talking about, oh, Barcelona legacy, history. You are playing for Barcelona, wearing the t-shirt alone. Who cares about the shirt? When you are, I'm scared for Barcelona right now. Do you understand?
You're not scared for Chelsea.
I'm not, because one way or the other.
Despite
Chelsea,
your wretched preseason.
No, forget about preseason. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the football club aspect right now. As a football club, you are acquiring, like, they signed almost 10 8 players, 7 or 8 players already. I mean, Barcelona this season, they signed the likes of Lewandowski. They have the likes of Christensen, Justin. They've employed those guys maybe on free transfer. Do you understand? But the likes of Lewandowski, they paid almost 40 million pounds. Where did they get that from? They signed Rafinha, 50-something million pounds. Where did they get that?
And don't forget, from? Chelsea really wanted to sign Rafinha.
We've already agreed the deal. Not that, but the case of Rafinha was that he had agreed personal terms with Barcelona. Don't forget, long in February. So he's on the player's side that he has already agreed the personal terms with this particular football club, which he had agreement with them, but unable to, like, you understand, they were unable to, like, fork out the money, but it took time. I can understand that process. Do you understand? No. I love the fact that the guy went to Barcelona. I don't want unwanted players here as a Chelsea football club. It's true now.
But Chelsea already apparently had an agreement with Leeds in place, and they had already, there was that agreement
between the clubs.
But but Barcelona came and hijacked.
No, they didn't hijack. It depends. If you like, this transfer market, we know, don't be sarcastic.
I'm not.
You are being sarcastic right now. Let's say the fact. Okay. As a footballing aspect and a transfer market aspect, do you understand? That's not how transfer market works. If as a football club, you agree a deal with a particular person, it's all down to the football player. If the player agrees or not, even if the player says, I don't want to accept this particular club, I prefer to stay. There's nothing you can do about it. Same thing applies to your De Jong. You guys have agreed to deal with the
My De Jong is Baka's De Jong.
You guys have been chasing De Jong. We don't know.
But it's Baka's De Jong.
But you agreed a deal of 60-something million pounds with Barcelona. But the player said he didn't want to come to Manchester United.
That's not what's holding up the deal, by the way.
He is part of the deal. The player didn't accept. If De Jong would have accepted, don't you think the transfer would have been done by now?
Would you allow me speak?
Okay, talk.
So the issue with the De Jong transfer is the money that is being owed to the player by Barcelona, 17 million pounds.
It's part.
So that is the case.
No, that's not the case.
Don't
take that to be the major case. You know it. That's not the major reason.
Are you going to tell me what I know?
Yo, bro, it's out there. Not only you. Everybody knows. Don't try to be biased. I did say it's not part. I said it's part of it. But that's not the only issue. You said the main issue. No, that's not the main issue. That's not the main issue. The main issue also, the part is just part of the issues. Because the player is not ready to leave Barcelona. He said he's comfortable and it's fine. And they bring only you salary. Okay, come to think about it, sincerely speaking, part of what you just said, they are owing me salary. They expect me to leave the club to go to another club that the money they paid, they will take out of the money to balance my own salary. Who does that? Who does that? So that's just how shameful the transfer has been.
So moving on from all of that, Chelsea's woes are, properly documented. I'm expecting to see a woeful season from Chelsea this, this
woeful start.
A woeful season actually across board. That's what I'm expecting from Chelsea. Because there's been some sort of unseriousness on their part, especially with transfers and setting up a proper team. These players want to leave, but you've only brought in Koulibaly. You're currently, and Sterling. Your whole defense is completely unsettled. They are still negotiating with Koundé, but the figures that I'm hearing are astronomical. Way too much for a player of this caliber.
Is about to hijack that deal.
So there's that. But moving on from Chelsea, right? What do you think about Arsenal's preparation, Man U's preparation, Man City as well, and Liverpool too?
For Arsenal, they had a good preseason so far. Excellent transfer season, transfer activity.
Yeah,
also.
Fabio
Vieira, like the likes of Jesus, which is the main man, and the guy is a very good player also. I can say right now that Jesus is really playing the position he wants to play, and you can see Jesus in action. Do you understand? And the likes of what's it called also that they signed, Vieira that you made mention of also. And I think the way they play football right now, you can see the seriousness. That's what I'm talking about. Preseason, they are really you can see the hunger in the football players. Like they are really ready for the preseason. Unlike on serious Chelsea, even in training, I do all these follow-ups. You can see them smiling, joking, going. They went to Disneyland. I mean, really. When you can see the likes of Tottenham working out, sweating, fainting those are the ones that you know that they are taking the bull by the horn. They are really ready for the season. Not going to Disneyland, doing what's it called, roller coaster. Really, where others are sweating on pitch. That shows now you can see the quality on pitch. Arsenal dismantled Chelsea. That shows that they are more ready than us.
But it looks like you're quite hurt.
We are not ready, sincerely speaking. I've not seen more of Man City, but I'm not seeing more of Man City.
Yeah, Man City so far. I think over the preseason they scheduled to play only 3 games across the entire preseason.
That shows that maybe they are cooking something behind the doors. We don't know. We can see the first game they played with Bayern Munich. They beat Bayern.
Yeah, true that.
Haaland scored the only goal in the match. So Liverpool also with the start, though I can't take that. I would say still preseason. Man U beat Liverpool the first game 4-0, and you can see the comeback. They are steady. They are good, like Liverpool of always. So I'm scared. I'm really scared as a Chelsea fan, but still preseason. I know Chelsea will always come back.
Definitely. Chelsea fans out there, let us know what you think about Chelsea's preseason preparation for the coming season, and let us know what your expectations are. I've already put my expectation out there, to be very honest with you, and this is not about my beef with Chelsea. I feel like, no, I'm serious, because I feel like Chelsea are in a very precarious position, especially with the change in ownership. There is a lot that has happened in the top office, in the front office, I beg your pardon. A lot has happened, a lot of shuffling and reshuffling. So there seems to be some imbalance currently going on in the top office. And once the top office, like, as they say, once the head is bad, the rest of the body gets affected. So we might see a roll-on effect of, that top office reshuffling, coming to play in Chelsea's season in 2023 season. But moving on from that, let us come back home to Nigeria, where something interesting happened overnight. And Tobi Amusan, the Nigerian hurdler, actually broke the world record for 100 meters hurdle at the ongoing World Athletics Championship. That was amazing. It's 12.12 seconds run, and it was just something to behold.
Yes, exactly. I really love the fact that we have a lot of talent. We have talent in Nigeria as a whole. Nigeria, if we really compile everything we have in Nigeria as a resource and talent, Nigeria is supposed to be a great nation in Africa. But you can see that, and I hear all these white people coming out on Twitter and everything saying
there were some racist comments,
racist comments everywhere. Why are they racist? I'm very sure if it's a white woman that won that race and broke that record, everybody will be hailing her by now. I mean, accept it. praise given to her. She owns it.
And I think what is unfortunate is the fact that if you had actually followed Tobi Amusan's progression over the season, especially since January, she has come on strong, leaps and bounds. You can see you could have seen the progress. She was part of the African Championships that happened a couple months ago, and she did well there. You know, and we could see the progression, and then coming on to break the world record. It was not a surprise to me.
It's not a surprise to me.
It was a very big deal.
That.
Definitely.
Even before the run, before the race, I was expecting her to do better. And the whole Nigerian were expecting her to do better. The whole Nigeria was expecting her to do better, and she came out with flying colors. How will you hate? You know the problem is that majority of them don't even know about her. They don't know her. So seeing that they were surprised, I'm sure they were surprised. The former world record holder carried second. She came second.
The Jamaican lady.
The Jamaican lady came second. So they should accept and take it like that. Don't hate.
No, I think it was the US. I can't remember her name right now, but it was an American and then a Jamaican second and then third. But that brings me to a bigger problem that I found, especially in the world athletics. We did not see runners like Oduduru. You remember Favor Oduduru?
Who I can remember.
Everybody expected to have a good career moving forward. But word on the vine, a little birdie told me that he's currently embroiled in some drug scandal at the moment. So he's currently taking time off athletics at the moment, and that is sad. That is sad. That brings us to even a bigger problem with arranging athletics in Nigeria. You know, the leadership
in Nigeria
and everything generally. Blessing Okagbare currently banned. Banned for quite some time. I think.
And that's the end. That's the end. 10 years. That's the end. So I think it will come down to how the government is ready to support sports in Nigeria. When athletics in Nigeria or athletics, they don't have the financial power. They don't have the resource, the capability to be able to fund and push.
I dare say that the finances are available, the resources are available, but mismanagement seems to be.
Of course, if there's mismanagement, there's no availability. Apparently, if there's mismanagement, there's no availability.
A little birdie also told me that the Super Falcons who took part in WAFCON, they crashed out. They had a very bad run. And they finished fourth. Right? They didn't come home with anything. Defending champions for that matter. But they had issues with settlements, with paying players. Imagine. They had issues with logistics as well. Imagine. They had all of those issues. And then Asisat Oshoala, during her she won the best female footballer at the recently concluded CAF Awards. And she was giving props to Amaju Pinnick, the president of the NFF. And I'm like, okay, you're giving props to this man, but under his stewardship, we've seen all of these problems, especially with women's football. So what exactly is going on there?
I mean, there's a lot going on. If you look at the bottom of Nigeria Football Federation is rotten. There's a lot going on. You can remember the last Nations Cup, the men's Nations Cup, that they had issues also.
Yes.
They had problems, logistics problems also. Why? That shows that mismanagement. Some people are just embezzling all this money that is meant to sponsor all these guys. These people, they are using their sweat and blood on the pitch. If you watch the semi-final match against Morocco, you can see that these ladies, after 2 red cards down, went into penalties. I mean, they really put down their sweat and blood in the match. And at the end of the day, look at what's happening behind the doors. Mismanagement. We need to do better in Nigeria.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pretty unfortunate place to put a pin on it. But massive congratulations to Tobi Amusan. But before we go, I have one question for you.
Okay.
Penalty in the last minute. Your team has a penalty in the final minute of the game. Who are you going to use? Who are you going to select to play the penalty?
Chelsea Football Club.
I mean, if you could pick any player in the world, actually. If Chelsea could pick any player in the world to play a final penalty kick.
Okay, is it Chelsea? You said any player in the world. Any player in the world?
Any player in the world.
Okay, let's say we are in the transfer market. We have the opportunity to sign. I mean,
that's if Baka don't come and hijack him from you.
If Baka don't come and hijack my player, and we have the opportunity to sign, obviously, I want to go for the easiest one. Obviously, Messi, we sign Messi.
Okay, great.
I can say, okay, give the penalty, let Messi score the goal for me.
And for me, I think it will be Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, no one saying that. It will be Cristiano
Ronaldo.
But to wrap it up, I'll just leave with a quote from Chelsea's ever-present excellent manager Thomas Tuchel. He said that we were beaten by a team that is not going to play in the Champions League. Arsenal fans, I wonder what you guys think about that. Let us know in the comment section. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.